what are the types in deep learning? Before we know about the types about deep learning, first we have to know what is deep learning and what is machine learning, and why we are going for deep learning concept and the different types. So let me start with the difference between machine learning and deep learning with a general example. Imagine you are in a college, and now in your classroom a girl entered. Now machine learning will say a girl is entered in your classroom. So that's the part for machine learning. Now coming to deep learning, the name itself is indicating it will do complex tasks. Deep learning. Now deep learning will identify she is a beautiful girl. But how deep learning is telling she is a beautiful girl? Because it can do feature extraction. So feature extraction is an inbuilt feature in deep learning. So it will immediately extract the features in a human face. So that's how it can able to solve some complex problems. And even deep learning can also say that whether that goal is single or mingle also. That's a legendary case. We can exempt that for now. So for complex problems, we are going for deep learning, and for somewhat simple problems, we are going for machine learning. Now again in deep learning, there are three types. First one is ANN, artificial neural networks. The second one is RNNs, recurrent neural networks. And finally CNN, convolutional neural networks. So in this video, we will understand about the three types of deep learning. So if you are new to this channel, if you want to know about artificial intelligence, we already made a video between the difference between machine learning and deep learning too. If you want to watch that, we will provide the link in the description below. Welcome to AI English, and I am Krishna Chaitanya Mandel. So let us start with artificial neural networks. For that, I want to give you a general example. Imagine you saw a family. So I mean family consists of mother, father and two kids. So immediately your brain will say, so this is a family. But why our brain is not telling they are four people? Instead it is saying they are a family. Because in our body there are billions of neurons, and each neuron having some data. For example, whatever the data we got from our childhood, it will be saved in your neurons, and that data is been processed by our brain. That's how we are getting intelligence. And that's why we are saying that they are a family, not four people. That is our human intelligence. Now coming to artificial intelligence, machines don't have real neural networks. Instead, they will have artificial neural networks. Now the same example of the family I will explain with the artificial neural networks. In artificial neural networks, there are three layers. The first one is an input layer, the next one is a hidden layer, and finally an output layer. Now taking our example, the four people, right? The picture contains of father, mother and two kids. So that is our input in our input layer. Now output layer need to tell you that they are a family. Now the magic happens in the middle layer, which is the hidden layer. Now what this hidden layer will do, the hidden layer consists of an activation function. And so what is this activation function again? So this activation function is nothing but a formula. For example, a mathematical equation. So that equation will give you the relationship between the inputs. So the four inputs are father, mother and two kids. Now the four inputs will be taken to the hidden layer, and the hidden layer consists of an activation function. That activation function will find out the formula for these four people and will say they are a family. That's how we'll get an output. So it is artificial neural network. So deep learning works with artificial neural networks. Now in this artificial neural networks, there are again two types. The first one is recurrent neural networks. So what is this recurrent neural networks? In recurrent neural networks, the input depends on your previous output. For example, in your mobile phone, if you are typing how, you don't need to type how are you. The moment if you type how, your keyboard automatically gives some predictions. The next word is R and the next word is U. So this is the best example for recurrent neural networks. You have a previous input and it is predicting you the next output. And one more example, climate. So yesterday is hot, today is super hot, tomorrow is raining. So the climatic conditions also depends on the previous day's data. So here also recurrent neural networks will be used. And most importantly, share markets. Today, for example, a company share closed at 100 rupees. So we have an output data. Now tomorrow when trading starts, that value depends on the previous output. So tomorrow's input depends on your previous output. Again, this is an example for recurrent neural networks. Your present input depends on the previous output. So this kind of data, I mean your present input depends on your previous output. This kind of data is called sequential data. So in deep learning, recurrent neural networks is one kind of approach used in machine learning to solve problems using sequential data. And finally, the important neural network, convolutional neural networks. So what is this convolutional neural networks? So in this convolutional neural network, it will classify images and videos. Today in the internet, some millions and billions of data is available, and most of the data is in image and video format. So that data can be classified using this convolutional neural networks. For example, your black and white photo, if you want to convert into a color image, that can be done using convolutional neural networks. Today, so many deep fake videos are available. For example, deep fake porn videos are making using convolutional neural networks. And one of the wonderful thing about convolutional neural network, it can automatically detect the crucial features in a picture. For example, you gave a picture of Mahendra Singh Dhoni by taking some important spatial features. For example, the nose points, eyes points, and the depth of their face. By using all the data, our convolutional neural network can detect this is a picture of Mahendra Singh Dhoni or Virat Kohli. For detecting images or videos or any kind of video processing, image processing, for all these kind of problems, convolutional neural networks are the solution. So that's the complete details about deep learning and the three types of deep learning. Artificial neural networks consist of recurrent neural networks. Recurrent neural networks mostly deals with time series and music kind of data, whereas convolutional neural networks is widely used in image processing and detecting images or video processing. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to AI English, and if you are interested to watch facts videos, please do subscribe to MBS Facts English.